Female entrepreneurs are the women who have a creative idea to start a new business and who start the company and then keep working there. They are creative, smart, and powerful businesswomen who have a vision for a company and they fulfill this dream. And sometimes those women are stunningly beautiful at the same time. These are the hottest female entrepreneurs. Please remember to hit that like button if you enjoy this video, then subscribe to our channel and turn on the notifications. That way we can always keep you updated with anything we post. Tory Burch. Not only is Tory stunning, but she is also a really incredible, strong woman. She started her own fashion label, created a company to sell it, and built it into the powerhouse it is today. According to Forbes, she was one of the most powerful women in the world in 2020. She started out working for various fashion houses in a lot of different capacities for different firms. She then went on to begin her own fashion label, TRB by Tory Burch, that later came to be known as only Tory Burch. Then she launched it with a retail store in Manhattan. This brand and the store boomed, and now there are more than 300 of her stores worldwide. And it doesn't stop there. Her brand is available in a lot more areas than in just her own stores. About 3,000 department and specialty stores stock the brand worldwide. She also has some other separate lines. Her brand and her company as a whole have become incredibly strong and powerful. She has won a host of awards throughout the years and has even been set apart as one of the examples of how a fashion company should operate during COVID. And she doesn't just use her money to further her own life and career, she does a lot of charity work and work to help other women too. She's worked hard to help people around the globe, and she has done a lot to help women in business to create a more equal business world and to help the young become entrepreneurs and build their own companies and work to create an easier way for women to get into business too. Jennifer Hyman. After watching her sister having a hard time getting an outfit for a super fancy wedding, Jennifer Hyman had the idea that started her business. And it was just in time. She just graduated from Harvard Business School, and then with her co-founder Jennifer Fleece, they started the business Rent the Runway. Hyman now has the role of the CEO in a business that is unique and very successful. They allow people to rent high-end designer clothes and accessories for any event. They've worked hard to become a super inclusive business where they have clothes from over 700 designers to look at. But even more importantly, they work towards giving loads of options for women of any shape, with them carrying a massive range of sizes too. More recently, they have expanded their business model to include not only outfits for events, but have taken it to also include everyday clothing, ski gear, home decor, and all sorts of accessories. And their subscription plans are an incredible feature that can offer you a wide variety of options to choose from. But it isn't just the business model that makes Hyman and her company incredible, but the way that they choose to run the company too. In a piece published in the New York Times, Hyman announced that in pursuing the goal of treating all workers fairly, their company would equalize the benefits that salaried and hourly employees get. She's also publicly spoken out about sexual harassment in the workplace and served on many panels and done speeches about women in business. She is seriously accomplished, and on top of all that, she is stunningly beautiful too. An incredible package all around. Sonia Thompson. Another stunner who also happens to be a powerful woman and an incredible entrepreneur is Sonia Thompson. She is such an expert in her own field that she has created a company that can help other entrepreneurs with developing their customer service. As CEO of the Thompson Media Group, Sonia also helps companies to create an experience for customers that is inclusive and remarkable. So her clients get clients that keep coming back each time. But she didn't just start out with her own company right away. First, she worked as a marketer at Johnson & Johnson and helped to grow massive healthcare brands all around the globe. And even while in such a massive company, she already stood out as someone that champions diversity and inclusion and who is a real leader. So now with her own company, she not only helps the companies that come to her as paying clients, but she also does her part in helping more widely. She's given lots of valuable information on her social media pages that can help anyone, even just thinking of starting a business. She's also created a podcast that can help all business owners or those who are thinking about starting something up. In the podcast, she doesn't even just rely on her own knowledge, but also has interviewed more than 150 experts in their field. She is stunning and does a lot of work to help companies and their clients while still being a warrior for inclusivity. Alexa Von Tobel, another amazing woman that has equal equally massive amounts of brains and beauty, Alexa Von Tobel has founded a super successful company and shared her knowledge on many shows and events. She started to get the idea for her company when she was attending Harvard, and later when she was working as a trader for Morgan Stanley, the idea really started to take shape. She realized that most people never had any formal education on how to handle their finances and how to manage it. Many others thought that her idea of creating a company that specializes in software to help and teach people how to manage their personal finances was brilliant. So with the help of many investors, she started the financial planning company LearnVest. The company was so popular that it was sold for reportedly $375 million to Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance. But that would be the end of Alexa's involvement, since she would keep her role as chief executive and the company would still work as a separate unit. But that didn't stop her from going on to create a new business in the form of a venture capital fund called Inspired Capital. It's easy to see why she has been featured in some of the most prestigious publications in the world, or why companies like Business Insider, Forbes, and Fortune have all showered her with titles that all come down to her being an incredible businesswoman and entrepreneur. She's an awesome businesswoman, incredibly hot, and seems to be a wonderful wife and mother. Alexa Von Tobel does really seem like she can do it all. Emily Thompson. She is someone that believes in giving it to people straight, so let me give this to you straight. Emily is hot, hot, hot. But she's also driven, passionate about business and about helping others, and especially women, to get the knowledge they need to succeed in business. Like I said, she holds nothing back, and as one of the co-hosts of the podcast Being Boss, she really outlines the difficulties and challenges you could face while owning your own company. And she knows a thing or two about these challenges. As one of the founders of the Almanac Supply Co., she has faced it all. Her company combines two passions in her life, the one for running a business and the other for earth and living seasonally. It gives clients access to all sorts of products that can only be found in far-out areas like caves and forests where most people won't be able to reach regularly. The idea came from her love of all things natural, including rocks, and after she had created the full plan in her head, she went forward in founding the company. So with her high school sweetheart David, they started the business and it's still going strong. But David isn't the only person she has partnered with in recent years. Kathleen Shannon. As an impressive businesswoman and stunning person in her own right, Kathleen has also partnered with Emily Thompson as co-host of the podcast Being Boss. She seems to favor partnering with other women in general. As one of the co-founders of Brave Creative, she works with a group of equally impressive women. In fact, any of her co-founders could have made this list if there was enough time, but Kathleen is pretty special on her own too. Their company is a group of experts that can help companies and experts to build their own business with creating strategies and ideas. Kathleen's role in this company is in creating creative content, where her background and first love as a designer heavily comes into play. She also helps with coaching entrepreneurs and building their knowledge. She is hot and she is on fire when it comes to the business world. Sophia Amoruso. Sophia Amoruso is seriously hot, but she also has some incredible business instincts, and while it hasn't always gone according to plan, she's kept the entrepreneur spirit alive in her life. She was working as a security guard when she decided to launch a small eBay store called Nasty Gal Village. There she sold vintage products, and it was pretty successful. It quickly gained a massive following, and the brand blew up. So much so that Sophia decided to take it to the next level, and as the brand Nasty Gal, she grew the business as its own retail website and online store. It grew super quickly, probably too quickly, since Sophia had since admitted that she was completely unprepared to run such a massive brand. She stepped down as CEO, but this might not have been what was best for the company, because after that they had loads of problems. In the end, the company had to file for bankruptcy and was sold for a fraction of the price that it was worth at its peak. But that didn't stop Sophia, and she has since started a new company called Girl Boss Media that is a company that does videos and editorial content and helps young entrepreneurs. These women are all incredibly driven, super smart, and smoking hot. Thanks for watching.